Hello everyone, it's Yoshi from your boy Jetblack the one and only here with another exciting live stream. Today is Monday, November 18th, 2019. We are streaming in Huntsville, Alabama. As always, it is 7:58 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Today I'm going to talk about my day and we're going to play some Dueling Nexus. Some Dueling Nexus. Today I've had a pretty good day so far. So I've been busy at work. It's crunch time, getting some projects done. But I'm excited. I feel like we're right on schedule with all the stuff that we're doing for the project, and I'm hyped for that. I started work today at 8 a.m., so I was able to get home around like 4:30, which wasn't bad. I've been messaging with my girlfriend Beth. We've been doing these improv stories where we give each other story prompts, and then we have to write stories based on them throughout the day, and that's been pretty fun to be able to do whenever I can find like a quick moment during the day. So that's been cool to send her prompts and see what stories she comes up with, and for her to send me prompts and see what stories I come up with. I talked with Grace today about like how my life has been and the stuff that I've been up to, and it was a really solid conversation. So I really enjoyed that. Right now, my girlfriend's hanging out with one of her friends at Cookout, which is one of my favorite restaurants, which I hope to be able to go to this weekend. Fingers crossed, we'll see. But without further ado, let me get the live chat set up. That way, we'll be able to communicate during the stream. So give me one moment to do that. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far. If you're enjoying the stream, or if you feel like you will enjoy the stream as it continues, feel free to, whenever you want, smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. It definitely helps show that you're enjoying the content and shows others that it's the type of content that they want to check out as well. Thank you both for smashing that like button. Notice that we have 2 viewers and 2 likes. Truly appreciate it. That's a 100% like to viewer ratio. Right now, I am getting the live stream set up. So that's going to be great. Peyton said first. He also said, my birthday is Friday. Happy early birthday, Peyton. What are you going to do for your birthday? Also, Ray King said, me. Yo, Ray King. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics that you'd like to talk about on the stream? So I now have the live chat in front of me. I'm going to pop it out. That way it'll be easier for me to look at. I'm going to set it to show all the messages, not just the top chat messages. Sometimes that reveals things that I couldn't see before. Okay, so what I read before is all that's currently there, which is nice. That means there are no crazy surprises. So, Ray King, would you like to be added to the dual queue? I know that Peyton wants to be added to the dual queue, or at least I think he does. He said first. Does that mean you want to play first? Because that's totally fine. I'll add you to the queue if that's what you want to do. Okay, so right now I'm getting a Dueling Nexus game set up. A private game. I'm gonna go to the duel zone. I really need to make a new deck. So I've been playing the Mill Burn deck for a while, and I like it, but it's like, eh. Peyton said no. I just said I'm first to comment. Okay, I wasn't sure which thing you were referring to. So, is there anyone currently watching who's down to duel? Because if so, I'm down to duel. Let's see. I'm going to post this link into the live chat. Raking said, me, Nick. Okay, come on down. I'm ready for action. Dun 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 dun. So we got Raking first, followed by Izanagi. Okay, there we go. Ray King, aka Yuya. So let's see how this duel's going to go. If you guys want to watch the duels live, feel free to click on that Dueling Nexus link in the live chat. It'll allow you to watch the action as it takes place on the Dueling Nexus site. Izanagi said you could have just opened the room and I would have gone first. Ray King said me, Nick, in the live chat though. Like as soon as the stream had started, more or less. So I don't think you would have gotten it. I think you still would have probably ended up being second. Bum ba bum ba dum ba dum bum bow. Let's see. It seems like my girlfriend just finished her hangout with her friend, and she sent me a sweet message, so I just replied. Let's see. Izanagi said Milburn is bad. Reflect burn is meta. What's reflect burn? Also, I've seen some really good Nurse Burn decks, but I personally don't want to do Nurse Burn. But I've seen like two different people play Nurse Burn decks that are like one turn kills. Well, technically, I mean, they're still one turn kills, but they're not FTKs, they're like second turn kills. But they're pretty good. Izanagi said stuff like Dimension Wall and Spooky Tower. What the fuck is Spooky Tower? I've actually never heard of that one. Um, Dimension Wall. That sounds familiar. I'd have to Google it. Also, what do you mean it's meta? Are you aware of like what the burn meta is? Also, I haven't announced any of the things I've done. I played two Cauldrons of the Old Man and activated them. I set two cards face down. Ray King's turn just started. He has a Dark Magical Circle on the field. He went first. I went second. At the beginning of his turn during his draw phase, I activate Present card so that he will discard every card in his hand and then draw 5 new cards. Then I'm going to activate on my field Wabaku. Okay, and now it's your turn. Zombie Master said, add me to the list, no problem. I will add you. Okay, and I missed the last thing, put it in Nexus. Let's see. Peyton Grant said, today, when I was at recess, we were playing football, and my friend knocked my other friend down and broke his arm. My goodness. Recess is getting intense out here. So Izanagi was posting something about Dimension Wall, but I missed it. Let's see. Cauldron of the Old Man got banished due to Dark Magical Circle. So let's see. Dimension Wall. Oh, I already know what Dimension Wall is. What do you mean that's meta? That was like the first thing I was doing. So like before I got here. Oh, Spooky Tower? So, oh, you're just talking about like a deck that I've already played before. That's weird. I activate Trickstar Reincarnation on your turn. I currently have Swords of Burning Light protecting me. So yeah, I've already done Dimension Wall and like Magic Cylinder and Dark Sanctuary and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of the burn damage that's... Izanagi said it's only reflect damage, it doesn't have burn. So are you saying I need to make a burn deck that's based on reflecting and dealing burn damage? I could. I'll make that deck after this fight against Ray King, I guess. Because that's interesting. Like, I definitely could do that. Izanagi said that is the grossest deck. I don't think that's true. I actually don't think that's true at all. As a matter of fact, Spooky Tower, aka Dark Sanctuary, is kind of trash compared to stuff like Magic Cylinder. Not Magic Cylinder. Um, Mystic Mine. Yeah, Mystic Mine is better than Dark Sanctuary because at least Mystic Mine gives you like confirmed you're safe. Oh no, you can't run Mystic Mine in like a reflect damage deck. That sounds... No, no. I mean, you could. It would be for when like you don't have any protection. You still technically have protection. That's that's weird. I'll make it. I'll make the deck, and we'll see how it goes. Zombie Master asked, "What's the current list?" The current list is Ray King, Izanagi, and then Zombie Master. Right now, Ray King seems like he's probably about to beat me. He has the life lead. Izanagi said, I'd rather not fight Reflect Burn. You're the one who's telling me to make a weird Reflect Burn deck that also includes other types of burn. Also, it doesn't really matter to you, to be honest, with the type of decks that you run. You should be fine. Um, yeah, Raking should goot me. I imagine Raking will kill me next turn. Izanagi said, I'm just saying that is the best stall. He said, and that Milburn is garbage. So he's not a fan of Milburn at all. Then Ray King said, Nick, it's troll time. Then Izanagi said, no. Let's see. So, right now, I'm going to jump into the deck editor, create new deck. I'm going to name it Reflect Burn. because that's what Izanagi called it. Um, okay, Reflect Burn. I don't know why you think that's like the best thing. But we'll try it. So it's like Tremendous Fire. I'm gonna add 3 of those. Meteor of Destruction. We're gonna add 3 of those. Yuya said Dark Magic Attack. That's just an actual card. It destroys spells. It actually wouldn't deal any damage to my life points. Okay, I have 300 left. Okay. Ray King took the W. Hashtag GG. Hashtag good game. Hashtag handshake. Give me one moment. I'm currently making a new deck based off of what Izanagi was saying I should be running. Uh, I think it's interesting, the idea of combining these 2 different concepts. So Tremendous Fire, Meteor of Destruction, Cauldron of the Old Man. Definitely going to run that at 3. Then after that, it would probably be like Magic Cylinder, which isn't really good. Dimension Wall. I mean, both of them have their purpose. Dimension Wall. I kind of hate Amazon as Swordswoman. Like, I don't know if I would actually ever want to run that or not. Because that was another one of the big like Reflect Burn ones. Dark Sanctuary actually is like my anus. Like, I'm not a fan. I used to really like Dark Sanctuary a lot, but it's just not as good as it could be. Let me look at my old counter defensive deck and look at what cards I ran in that. See, Draining Shield was in that deck, but why? Fiend Sanctuary. That one wasn't bad. People would just normally not swing at you when you had Fiend Sanctuary. They would just choose not to take that L. And then after that, I would only need 2 more cards. Would I want to run... What's Poison of the Old Man's damage? Inflicts 800, and it's a quick play. I would rather have that than run Dark Sanctuary. You can miss me with Dark Sanctuary. Okay, so now I'm going to run 1 Terraforming in there. We're going to run all the Mystic Mine. So we're going to throw that in there. 3 Mystic Mine, always. Let's see, Swords of Burning Light. I'm going to put 3 of those in there. Swords of Revealing Light, pop that in as well. Then we're going to add in Wabaku. Wabaku's pretty great. Threatening Roar. Okay, we're cooking with grease now. 3 Pot of Extravagance. And then for good measure... Oh! How did I do that? How did I somehow put no Swift Scarecrow in there? That's weird, actually. The concept that I didn't put any Swift Scarecrow in. Do I want Swift Scarecrow in there? I'm trying to figure out if I need like spell and trap card removal. I don't really have enough, I guess, like good space for it. Do I want to run more Swift Scarecrow than I'm currently running? Wabaku. I should drop like... What should I drop? I guess I'll drop like 2 Wabaku to drop in like 2 more Swift Scarecrows, I guess. I could see that going either way. Okay, so I've made the Reflect Burn deck. Oh, I need to make the extra deck specifically for draw power, because that's what we do. Let's see. So I normally just throw just kind of random extra deck cards in there. Cowboy has called to be added to the queue. Cowboy, you will be after Zombie Master. Cowboy, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? So right now I am making a new deck. Do 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 do. And then I'm about to face off against the next person in the queue. Do 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 do. Let's see where. There we go. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. So then after those cards, I'm gonna throw in a few copies of this. A 1, 2, 3. Okay, save, sort, save. Okay. So now that I have made the new deck, next up is Izanagi. So Izanagi, I'm going to set up a private duel room and post the link in the live chat. Feel free to join me there and to meet your inevitable end. I mean, we have no idea how this is going to go. By the way, Ray King, hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. Solid game. Ray King got me in the first duel of today. Congratulations. Well, okay, and let's start up this next duel. Cowboy said, Nick, they said they fed my girl. I said, watch one. I feel like you were trying to say something slicker than that. Let's see. So, Izanagi has me going first. Rude. I set one card face down. I set a second card face down. Activate Swords of Revealing Light. And then I end my turn. So, I don't think this deck concept that Izanagi has me doing is actually very good, because I think the deck's going to fight itself a lot. Like, if a lot of the burn is I want my opponent to hit me, and then a lot of the deck is I don't want my opponent to hit me, in the end it's just gonna not work. It's going to like stop itself from accomplishing its own goals. And since Izanagi's whole thing is I want to destroy cards on your field, it's like even worse. It's just actually not going to work out at all. Cowboy said, Nick, you watch Anime House? I do watch Anime House. Anime House is pretty good. It's by a YouTuber by the name of RDC World 1. It's like a group of people. Izanagi said, that's just because I know better. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh. But burn that depends on your opponent to swing at you is worse burn. Facts. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Because you know what burn I actually want? Not any of the like attack based burn. Izanagi would blow up all my stuff before he would ever actually swing, so it doesn't matter. Izanagi said finding someone who doesn't know you, run reflect is way better. Cowboy said, Nick, they said they said I fed my girl. They said they fed my girl. I said which one? You're still working on it. You're still trying to get that. You keep having these small like spelling mistakes, or just weird like misplaced words in your sentence. But maybe one day you'll get there. Izanagi's just gonna go into Hakai and then blow up field stuff. That's what he always does. I activate Tremendous Fire. Let's see, and then I activate another Swords of Revealing Light. Izanagi said Buster Blader fights monsters, not spell and trap cards, but you play Hakai, and Hakai's whole thing is to blow up spell and trap cards, and my whole thing is to play spell and trap cards. So you're making it hard for me, which is pretty much what your deck's for. Izanagi said Hakai is a safety net. Hakai is a win condition. A matter of fact, don't play Hakai then. Don't play Hakai this duel, and we'll see what happens. I feel like Hakai is what helps you get past like most of my deck. You do run twin twisters and stuff like that, but that only gets you so far. Izanagi said it's a win condition because of the decks you play. Mm-hmm. Your boy Kevin said, Shaggy, Zoinks! This isn't even my final form. Yo, Kevin, welcome to the stream. Is gonna have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Oh, Cowboy wasn't saying fed. He was trying to say effed. He was trying to say, Nick, they said they effed my girl. I said, which one? I thought you were saying fed with an apostrophe. I was like, what is he doing? What is this new English the kids speak? I play Tremendous Fire. Let's see. That'll drop you down to 6,000. What made Mill Burn a weird deck is that I had cards that would give you more cards in your hand to mill you, and then I had stall cards that were dependent on how many cards you had in your hand. So it just ended up becoming a problem. So it's like, Swords of Burning Light. It protects me as long as you don't have 5 cards in your hand. I activate Present card. It puts 5 cards in your hand. Shit. And then, that would end up being what happened like every time. Oh, looks like he went into Masquerena so that he could go into Hakai. Oh man, it's like he's gonna blow up all the stuff on my board. Oh, Twin Twisters. Oh, it's like he's gonna blow up all the stuff on my board. That's crazy. Oh man. It's like that's always the point. Does Twin Twisters plus Hakai give you 3 destructions every turn? Izanagi said, here's the thing though. Okay, what's the thing though? Hit me up with that thing though. Let's see. He said, Mystic Mine negates Hakai. Ooh. Does it negate the in-phase effect? That'd be my question. Are you saying I need to be running more, what's the field thingy? I don't think it negates all monster effects. Kratos and I had to talk about that. Mystic Mine, it prevents your opponent from activating monster effects, but you can have like passive monster effects. So there are more ways around that than you may imagine. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want Fiend Sanctuary in this bitch. There's no reason for me to run Fiend Sanctuary right now, as it so happens. So Izanagi's over here talking about Reflect Burn is like the better meta and da-na-na-na-na, but that's just actually not true. Especially with the Hakai thing. Because all anyone has to do is just not attack until the board's clear. And if you have enough removal, game. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm reading like Cowboy's rap line that he has. It's weird. I guess the part of the line that I'm like currently trying to process is switch form. No one says P word. Form pipe. What? Switch form. Did you mean to say form? I feel like you keep putting these little like spelling errors in your raps, and it's weird. Because it's like, how am I supposed to read it? It's not English. Let's see. Izanagi said, Hakai is the exception, not the rule. Likely story. The only thing I could see reflect burn really like helping you do is you'll deal more burn over time, I guess. Would you really? I mean, excuse me, only if your opponent really hits you, excuse me, or like really tries to hit you. I play Pot of Extravagance, banish 6 to draw 2. Also, thank you guys for the love. We've gotten a lot of likes so far. I appreciate it. Izanagi said, let me ask this. How does milling help you burn better? It doesn't. The idea is to give you like two different potential win conditions, both of which on their own can succeed. But they don't, well, I would say they don't directly inhibit each other, but because I run Swords of Burning Light specifically, they actually kind of do, which sucks. Izanagi said, but those win conditions compete against each other only because of Swords of Burning Light. If I ran like any other thing in its place, it wouldn't actually hurt it. I'm just saying. If I wanted to like run a deck to really like get on Izanagi, it would be a deck that ran things where it's like if your opponent destroys something in your spell and trap card zone, it actually just like riggedy wrecks them. Because there are multiple cards that have these weird effects that are like if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you get some like benefit from it. There's one that lets you search your deck for I think like any card, but it's based on if your opponent destroyed it, which is super specific. Okay. In phase, and he's just gonna pop it. He's gonna pop, lock, and drop it. Nerd Tanker said, "Boy, yo, Nerd Tanker, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics that you'd like to talk about on the stream? How have you been? It's good to see you as always." Bump, bump. Cowboy said, "Cow equals cowboy." Are you saying that you'd prefer to be called cow? Like, is that what you're implying? Let's see. Swift Scarecrow. So maybe I should make a deck, like another deck, like I just made a deck. Maybe I should make another deck that's based more on burn, but it also. I had the idea in my head, but I can't remember what it was. Burn, but what do I want with burn? That's the thing. I want to do burn. What goes well with burn that would be like viable? Really, I would just like more burn if I could get it. Izanagi said Swift Scarecrow and Threatening Roar also don't help burn. Why the fuck are you lying? Like Swift Scarecrow definitely helps with the burn. The reason why I say that, is because stall burn worth. It makes sense. It's in order to keep you alive while you are burning. Do 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 do. Especially because I don't really play monster decks. Nerd Tanker said, well, hold on, let's see. Cowboy said no. Nerd Tanker said, I don't get a high? What do you mean you don't get a high? I said I did the whole thing, Nerd Tanker. I was like, hey Nerd Tanker, how's your day? I did the whole normal thing. If you didn't hear it, I'll do it again. Yo, Nerd Tinker, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? It's good to see you, as always. Cowboy then did cow as an acronym. Nerd Tinker said lol, and then he said pineapples. Man, where's Kirby been at? Nerd Tinker said, to be fair, my phone is hard to hear from lol. Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Okay. So, I want more like continuous burn. Zombie Master said, what's the list? You're next. You're the next person on the list. I'm trying to figure out how I can make my deck better. The thing that I don't want is monster based burn, but monster based burn and continuous burn kind of go hand in hand because there are plenty of monsters that do continuous burning. Um, but I think monsters are too easy to get rid of in Yu-Gi-Oh. Not to say that spell and trap cards aren't, but I think it's more likely for someone to have a lot of monster removal than it is for someone to have a lot of spell and trap card removal. It's just more meta. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm trying to figure out what I would really like want to do. Technically, I could try to do like the monster burn thing. Let me make another deck, I guess. This one's gonna be called Continuous Burn. And don't worry, it won't take me that long to make. What I'll do this time around is just copy the Reflect Burn deck, remove the Reflect base cards, replace them with Continuous Burn cards, and then pretty much it's just the deck. It'll just work. Zombie Master set, what's the list? So the list is Ray King, Izanagi, Zombie Master, and Cowboy. Zombie Master will be next. Just give me one moment while I make Continuous Burn. And it should be easy. All I have to do is remove Continuous Burn. Technically would mean I would remove. Nah, I'm not gonna remove like Tremendous Fire. I'm not stupid. Let's get rid of the magic cylinders and the dimension walls and stuff like that. Okay, so I only have to fill in 11 cards on this deck. Let's give it a shot. So, well, for one, Mystic Mine isn't going to be like as helpful, and neither is Swift Scarecrow. That's part of what I don't like about doing monster based burn because it's, I'm not gonna say it's garbage, but it puts you in like a weird binding on what stall based cards you can actually run with it. But I'm gonna have like Volcanic Slicer, Boganian. Sorry, Master said, sorry if I don't talk much. It's my mom's birthday and I'm enjoying the cake. Happy birthday to your mom! I hope she's having a wonderful birthday. Um, and no problem. What kind of cake is it? I hope you're enjoying it and that your mom's enjoying it. And you're having just a great day. Volcanic Slicer and Boganian are two like continuous burn things. I I don't know how I feel about Stealth Bird, to be honest. Um, it's continuous burn, but it has to like flip itself face down, and activating the effect to do so makes it targetable by like solemns and stuff. It gets gross. Um, Also, wave motion cannon is trash, but it's like the Cauldron of the Old Man, but worse. It's really weird that both those cards exist. Zombie Master said it's classic yellow with whipped cream and what looks to be sprinkles around the center of it. Ooh, nice. That was actually a very solid description. I could imagine that in my head. Um, Running two Stealth Bird is gross. And having monster based burn in here is weird. Like I almost would rather have what's the, ooh, there's like a disease based card and I can't remember what it's called. It's something snake syndrome. Maybe it's dark snake syndrome. It is called dark snake. That's just exactly the name. Um I honestly would want to run that. It hurts both players, but I don't care. I'd rather have that than to have monsters in my burn. I just want burn that like it's a card that I play once, it stays on the field, it keeps burning my opponent over time, but it doesn't lock me out of using cards like Mystic Mine, which are just good. They're just helpful for what I'm trying to do. Um I need more stuff that's like Cauldron of the Old Man. So Cauldron of the Old Man cards like. I don't know why I didn't phrase it more like an English sentence. Um, let's see. Reddit. What do you have for me, Reddit? Let's see. Now you can play 6 win conditions, even more if you decide to run final countdown. Let's see. Every player activate kills opponent after 10 turns. Granted, 40 card deck. Kind of interesting options. Da-da-da. What would I want to run to get rid of some of these monster slots? I don't want to do Dark Sanctuary. What's the thing that boosts the amount of burn damage you deal? Uh, is it called Dark World? It's not called Dark World Dealings. That's a draw-based card. It's not called Dark Sanctuary. I can visualize the card in my head. It's a continuous spell card. It has like a shadow cast on a wall. It's whenever you inflict damage to your opponent's life points by card effect and deal like an additional like 300, 500 damage or something like that. Continuous spell increases burn damage. Come on. What's your name? What? Dark Room of Nightmare. Thank you, Google Images. The Google Images is nice for typing in descriptions like that. Yeah, it's an additional 300 damage. It's kind of gross by itself because it itself isn't doing anything, but better than running monsters. I don't want to run monsters. Um, so that'll be fine. Let's see. Goodness. I was just looking at what Cowboy wrote. So I have 2 more cards that I need, and I'll be good. Like the 2 more cards, and I'll be straight for trying to deal like continuous burn or burn over time. Really, there just needs to be another card like Cauldron of the Old Man that does like the stacking burn each turn. That's like a spell. Cards like I think Cauldron of the Old Man may be like the only thing that's like it. Cowboy said, Nick, what is the queue? Zombie Master's next, then after Zombie Master, it's Cowboy. The only reason why the queue has been not, I guess, continuously moving is because I'm currently trying to figure out what I'm going to put as these additional cards. I could just put 2 like Poison of the Old Man in there to try and like make up for it, or put in like some draw cards or something, like One Day of Peace or something like that. Yo, Nani, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And any discussion topics that you'd like to talk about on the stream? I'll throw in a One Day of Peace, and I'll throw in a Poison of the Old Man. Or maybe screw the One Day of Peace and just put in a Poison of the Old Man. Okay, let's see. Sort save. Okay. Now, I am ready, as long as Zombie Master is ready, for the next battle. So I switched from public game to private game. Nani said, I'm good, and you? Fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Cowboy said, PDO, the continuous poison of the old man. Zombie Master. Zombie Master. Yeah. You are next up for the challenge. Okay. Zombie Master has arrived, but is he ready? Yes. Then let the battles begin. Rock, paper, scissors. What is he gonna pick? Oh, I picked paper. Got him. Izanagi said the XYZ destruction burn is true counter. I'm going to choose to go second. Okay. Zombie Master said, time for what of a blast from the past. I'm curious what the blast from the past is going to be. Zombie Master said, oh no, this hand, yikes. Did my boy just set a field play spell card? Is he playing Ghost Tricks right now? It's going to be quite interesting. So I'm going to start my turn by activating Tremendous Fire. You take 1,000 burn damage. Then I'm going to activate Poison of the Old Man. You take 800 burn damage. Let's see. Then I'm going to activate Swords of Revealing Light, I guess. Could have activated something better. In phase enter. I'm going to activate Pot of Extravagance. It will allow me to banish 6 cards from the top of my extra deck so I can draw 2 cards. Izanagi said if a Buster Blader doesn't attack, it deals damage equal to the attack of a Buster Blader. Oh, you're talking about the new card thing. We were trying to tell you about that the other day. That there's like a new card out, and its whole thing is like it's going to really help your Buster Blader stuff. Yeah. Izanagi said, well, now I can counterburn you. I know. I actually posted a comment on a video about that when that card was announced, where I was like, I have a friend who mainly plays like Buster Blader, and I play like no monster stall burn. Why did I play Mystic Mine? Why am I an idiot? I do that like on a regular basis now. I'll play Mystic Mine when my opponent has like no monsters on field. Zombie Master said, lol, don't worry. Neat, that's a good handicap for me. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Okay. Cowboy said, Nick, who's the best rapper? I can't say who's the best rapper is, but recently I've been really vibing specifically with Rich Brian and Tyler the Creator. But I haven't been listening to Tyler the Creator's rap. I've been listening to Tyler the Creator's Igor album, which has some rap in it, but it's not really a rap album. Izanagi said, where is Mystical Space Typhoon? Activate Cauldron of the Old Man again. What? Weird. Bum 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 ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum bum bam bum bam bam bam. I am going to activate Dark Room of Nightmare. Okay, response. Zombie Master said, "Yup, some old zombies here." And then Izanagi said, "But Jet doesn't run monsters." I'm going to activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Response. It's going to deal 900. Then Dark Room of Nightmare should hopefully deal an additional 300. Zombie Master said, well, this deck is just for lulz. No problem. Bum, 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 bum. It's all about having fun. Dun, dun, dun. Zombie Master said, I don't expect to win. It's bad. No problem. It's all about having a good time. Let's see. My girlfriend just sent me a sweet message. Izanagi said, why I don't understand, and then he says something about MST. Zombie Master said it has a bunch of zombies that are old and whatnot. Izanagi said, when they know they are fighting Jet. So he's like, why aren't people playing MST when they know that I'm mainly running like spells and traps? You have a point. I'm going to activate Meteor of Destruction to deal a total of 1,300 damage to you. And then I'm going to activate Cauldron of the Old Man, which I think is going to deal 15 to you thanks to Dark Room of Nightmare. When are they going to come out with like a quick play version of Swords of Revealing Light? Dun, dun, dun. Cowboy said, Nick, I'm on your flips phone looking ass. What does it mean to be on someone's flips? And what does it mean to look like a phone? Like, as a person. Izanagi said, quick play Swords of Revealing Light would be broken. How? Zombie Master said, but that's in Ghost Tricks. Then Izanagi said, Twister is a 500 life point cost card. Twin Twister is a discard. So you're like, it would need some additional cost for it to be a quick play, I guess is what you're saying. Zombie Master said, meh, they're both Twisters regardless. And then Izanagi said, yes. I activate Dark Snake Syndrome. I activate Swords of Burning Light. Izanagi said, Twister is like slightly worse MST, but still useful. And then Zombie Master said, yeah. I think you actually just died this turn. Activate Cauldron of the Old Man. He activated Robin Goblin. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. Next up, I'll be facing off against Cowboy. I'm going to be running the same continuous burn deck. I still haven't really tested it. That was like the first duel with it. So I'm curious to see how it'll go. But Cowboy, you're next. Zombie Master said, oof, I didn't get Goblin Zombie. Oof, oof. They both do different things. Because I've seen the Robin things, but I don't remember what all they do. So let's see. Beth really liked a story that I wrote recently. But I definitely had a fun time doing that duel. Cowboy, if you're still down, the link is right there for you to catch these hands. There we go. Cowboy, don't you run Dark Magician? Am I about to catch the hands? Am I the one who's really in trouble for the hands? Zombie Master said, well, Goblin Zombie destroys your hand and has a somewhat floating effect, and Robin destroys your hand too. Oh, okay. They both destroy the hand, I hear. So Cowboy's going to go first. I don't know what it is about Dark Magician decks, but they seem to top deck Dark Magical Circle. Just all the time. It's just there. Cross out Designator. Yo. Does Cowboy have a copy of Mystic Mine in his deck? Cross out Designator. What are all the weird cards that are like Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban cards? Like they let you ban cards. There's Cross out Designator. There's Prohibition. There's Called by the Grave. And then I don't know the other ones. Excuse me. Let's see. And then Zombie Master said, or no, what? No, he said, or no, wait. But he spelled wait like what? Goblin destroys your deck, not your hand. He said, so pretty much only start for that deck is to make you discard while Goblin Zombie destroys your deck one by one. Interesting. I played Pot of Extravagance to allow me to draw 2 cards. Let's see. I'm trying to see what would be the best thing to play from the jump. I'm going to activate Poison of the Old Man to burn you for 800. I'm going to play Meteor of Destruction to burn you for 1000. I'm going to activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Then I'm going to activate Wave Motion Cannon. Then I'm going to activate Dark Snake Syndrome. And then I'm going to activate Swords of Burning Light. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man to inflict 300 to you. In phase, in turn. I'm curious if Dark Snake Syndrome is going to be good or not. Okay. Cowboy pass turn. Dark Snake Syndrome burns us both for 200. Cauldron of the Old Man activates, burns you for 600. End phase and turn. This is going to be very interesting. Yeah, right now I'm trying to figure out what it like if Cowboy has the opportunity to only destroy one of the cards on my field during his turn, based on the 4 different options that he has, what is he going to destroy and what is he going to leave? I'm trying to figure out what would be the most advantageous for him to destroy because pretty much almost all of them have some kind of stacking effect is the current thing. So if he destroys any one of them that's not Swords of Burning Light, he avoids like stacked damage. Like he avoids taking like a larger amount of damage, I guess. So we're waiting on Cowboy. I don't really know what Cowboy's currently doing. I was very surprised when he used Crossout Designator to get rid of Dark Magical Circle. Because I thought the whole point of this, like of Crossout Designator, was to stop your opponent from using the same card. Like you get rid of a copy of it from your deck so that your opponent can't use that during that turn. What? Cowboy just lost connection. So that's how that duel's ending, I guess. I have 10 minutes left. The queue should reset to Ray King if Ray King's still here to duel. Here is a new link. I wonder if Dueling Nexus would ever like sponsor the show. You know, I play Dueling Nexus like multiple days a week and like stream it. I'm curious what I would even need to do to try and get sponsored by them. I don't think they're like necessarily a big enough thing to sponsor me because they're not like a for-profit thing. I don't even know what they would get from sponsoring me other than they get more people to their site. So I'm not sure if that would ever be a thing. Izanagi said Dueling Nexus is non-official. They are non-official. 'Tis true. Nexus has ads. Like, getting more traffic to the site would equate to more ad revenue. And more ad revenue would give them more money. And more money would help them to run the site. But they shouldn't spend money to get money that they can get for free. I don't think they'd ever sponsor. That doesn't really make sense. So I'm not sure if Ray King's still here. We're going to give him the 30-second count. 30, 29, 28. Well, you can't just sit there, Izanagi. How are we going to know if he shows up? 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, it's Izanagi's turn. Ray King did not arrive. Okay. Ooh, paper to paper. Ooh, rock to scissors. He got me. Okay, so I'm going first this time around. I activate Tremendous Fire from my hand to burn you for 1,000. Activate Meteor of Destruction from my hand to burn you for 1,000. Activate Dark Snake Syndrome. No, I was trying to click the card next to it. I didn't want to click Mystic Mind, but I clicked Mystic Mind. Activate Swords of Revealing Light. Izanagi said get bodied. It happens. Do do do. Do 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 do. Oh wow. Wow, and here comes the Twin Twisters. He discarded a Magnum Shield for that. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked by Decoy Dragon. The humanity. The dragoonity. Let's see. So, I'm gonna play Cauldron of the Old Man. Activate Cauldron. Huh, you hit me for 300, I hit you for 300. That's what the rest of this game will be now. You swing with Baby Dragon, I swing with Cauldron. We'll see. We'll see who wins. They both on the card deal 300, so I mean it's a fair fight. Aw snap! Aw snap! We're doing it. Excuse me. Wow! 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 Izanagi said I should have saved Twin Twister. Activate Dark Room of Nightmare. Izanagi said this is gross. Activate Cauldron of the Old Man. Combined with Dark Room of Nightmare is going to deal 900. In phase, in turn. Okay, it's time for your Decoy Dragon to swing again. So, do you not, are you drawing like no monsters, but also not drawing removal? That's actually really interesting. So I'm fighting Izanagi's Decoy Dragon with my burn. Activate Pot of Extravagance. This is about to get spicy. I banish 6 cards from the top of my extra deck to allow me to draw 2 cards. Dun, 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 dun. I activate Swords of Burning Light. Dun, 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 dun. I wish there was a burn card that was like Mage Power, and it dealt burn once per turn, equal to like the number of spells and traps you control on the field, times like so much. That actually would be really cool. Because then you could stack multiple, and they would count for each other. I wonder if they would count themselves too. Ooh, why isn't there like a burn card like that? That'd be really nice. I feel like burn doesn't get as much support as it could, but I don't know why not. There are only so many win conditions in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think the win condition of hitting your opponent until they die is like what gets the most support. Where are my burn win con support cards? We got Cauldron of the Old Man this year. That's nice. Definitely adds to it. What are the requirements for Hakai? Because it really throws me that Izanagi doesn't go into Hakai like all the time. Yeah, like couldn't you go into that and then go out a decoy into Hakai? Like isn't Hakai only like a link 3? Izanagi has me really confused. Yeah, he's gonna go into what? He went into another one of those. He's just trying to blow stuff up. What? What? He didn't blow anything up? What's happening? He got rid of Swords of Burning. He's gonna hit me for 19. Why not get rid of my Cauldron? What? What was the point of that? Nah, let it happen. Hit me for 19. I don't care. Izanagi said that's unfortunate. Why not go into Hakai? What did you get out of that? What did you set? Maybe what you said was worth not. Oh, Nightmare can't activate twice. It's a once per turn effect. That sounds spicy. I play Swords of Revealing Light. I activate Cauldron of the Old Man. I think it's gonna deal 15 because I have Dark Room of Nightmare on field. Next turn, it should deal 18, which isn't enough to kill, but all I would need to do is draw a burn card. Okay, are you gonna go into Hakai now? What? Don't you have to discard something? You don't have any cards to discard. Therefore, Nightmare Phoenix does nothing for you. Then Izanagi said, ah, yeah, I don't know why you keep going into Phoenix. I might be wrong, but I think Hakai is a Link 3. Like, I think if you just have 3 monsters, I don't know what its conditions are. Like, is it 3, like, dark monsters? It's a Link 4. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I kept wondering why you weren't going to Hakai. That makes a lot more sense. It's harder to go into than I thought. Okay. So now you're gonna get burned for 18. Also, it's okay, Izanagi. You still could potentially hoot me. It all depends on what you draw. Then Izanagi said I can't. If you blew up Cauldron, that would set me back. You know? Because right now, Cauldron is the only thing that's dealing damage. Izanagi said no, it wouldn't. Yes, it would. I would have to draw another damage-based thing. Okay, so now he could potentially go into... Do you run Link 3s? You could potentially go into a Link 3 right now if you run Link 3s. But I'm not sure if you do. I know you have Masquerena. Wait, is Masquerena your Link 3? I don't know why, but I thought she was a lower Link rating. I thought she was like a Link 2 or something. What is Masquerena? Like, I face you, like, on a daily basis. Masquerena is a Link 2. Hey! Yeah. So I should learn what your cards do. But, I don't know, Nexus helps with not having to actually read the cards. Like, whatever effect is going to happen is going to happen. Plus, I don't have a very reactionary deck anyways. So reading your cards doesn't matter too much to me, because it's not like I can counter anything that you're doing. Which I guess I kind of like, now that I think about it. What? Oh. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Oh, he just has it. He just has the new card. So now I'm going to start getting hit in the jitters. Getting hit in the jit. Ow. Ow. When Buster Blighter is the new burn. Izanagi said, doesn't matter. See, if you did that and you popped one card on my field, that would have been game. You essentially would have just won the next turn. Because the only thing I drew was Wave Motion Cannon. That wasn't going to do anything. Like, if you just had, like, one removal card plus what you just did, you would have won. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. Rocky Ford said, hi there. He's doing good. That's great to hear. Did you hear that a Star Wars PS4 game is in stores now? Yes, I did. Star Wars The Fallen Order. I'm definitely interested in maybe getting it, but I'm not sure. Definitely interested in maybe getting it. It was very long-winded. And then he said he has no discussion topics. Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. It's your host, your friend, your boy, JetBlackRlsh, normally logging out. Peace, guys. Peace.